Color theory, using oil pastels to explore the color wheel with Ms. O. Let's begin by talking about primary colors. Primary colors are the only colors on the color wheel that cannot be mixed. They must be bought or found in nature. These colors are red, yellow, and blue. Now let's move on to secondary colors. When we talked about primary colors, we discussed how there was only one color mixed up in that block. Well, for secondary colors, we're taking two primary colors and mixing them together in order to get our new color. That's why secondary colors fall between primary colors on the color wheel. So if we're making orange, we're going to take a little bit of red and a lot of yellow, because yellow is a very weak color, and we're mixing those together. I'm going to apply a thin layer of red to begin and color over that layer with the yellow until I get the orange that I'm seeking. I can always go back and add more red or yellow as needed. Next color is going to be green. As you can see, it falls between yellow and blue. So those are the two primary colors that we'll mix together to make green. Yellow is still a weak color, so I'm going to use a very small amount of blue and color over that with my yellow, laying down lots of wax to blend. And our final secondary color is violet, also known as purple, but you'll always see it on the color wheel as violet. Red and blue are pretty equal colors, so you can start with red or blue either way and add the opposite color as needed, blending together until you get nice violet shade. Our last color group in the color wheel is tertiary colors. Tertiary means 3, just like primary means 1 and secondary means 2. This indicates to us that we're using one primary color plus a secondary color, 2, to get a 3 color mixture. Those would be red-orange, yellow-orange, yellow-green, blue-green, blue-violet, and red-violet. As you're laying in your colors, you might notice that yellow-orange and your orange are close together. If this is the case, go back and add a little bit of whatever color is lacking. For me, I needed a little more red mixed into my orange to make a difference between my red-orange, orange, and yellow-oranges really stand out. Now that we've got our color wheel done, let's practice creating a gradient using these colors. I'm going to start with red at its purest form at the top, and as I work my way down to orange and yellow-orange, I'm going to start lifting off my pressure so that I have less of the pigment on the paper. Now I'm going to start with my yellow in the yellow and blend with pressure up until I get a good red-orange. Now I'm going to take that yellow and make a gradient going down, again using less pressure. Now I'm going to take my blue, starting at blue with lots of pressure and then lifting up to get my greens and carry it back down until I get a nice red violet, blending over the blue to achieve that goal. You can use your finger to help blend if you want, but this is a good way to practice using the pastels to blend each other to get a nice rich color. 2 more qualities to know about the color wheel are cool versus warm. Cool colors recede away towards you and are very helpful for creating shadows. Cool colors are anything with a blue in it, like yellow-green, green, blue-green, blue, blue-violet, and violet. Warm colors, on the other hand, advance, coming towards you in a picture. They're really helpful for trying to create intense highlights. Putting a cool and a warm color together can make a really nice contrast. Warm colors are yellow, yellow-orange, orange, red-orange, red, and red-violet. Red-violet and yellow-green are one of those colors that are kind of tricky. They can go either way depending on which color group is around them. Cool and warm colors are also considered color schemes. Color schemes are just colors that work well together for one reason or another. Another color scheme is complementary colors. Complementary colors are 2 colors that are directly opposite of each other on the color wheel. They complement each other. They work well together. They enhance each other and they're good contrasts. These colors include red and green, blue and orange, yellow and violet, yellow-orange and blue-violet, red-orange and blue-green, and red-violet and yellow-green. The final color scheme we're going to talk about today is analogous colors. Analogous colors are 3 colors that are side by side by side on the color wheel. Any 3 colors that are touching count as an analogous color scheme. For example, orange, red, orange, and red, or green, yellow, green, and yellow. blue, green, green, and yellow, green. And that's the basics of our color theory unit. There's a ton more about color we can explore down the road. I can't wait to see what you do with oil pastel and your new knowledge of color theory.